Hey guys, how are y'all doing? In this video, I want to review some of the microphones made by Razer. Razer's own lineup of microphone is called the Seiren series, and this includes the original Razer Seiren Pro Elite XLR, Razer Seiren Mini, Razer Seiren X, Razer Seiren Emote, and their Razer Seiren Elite. Out of all of these microphones, the Razer Seiren Elite is the most expensive and is supposedly the best microphone. Many other YouTubers have already compared the Razer Seiren Elite to many other microphones, including its cheaper counterpart, the flagship Razer Seiren X. However, I want to make this video a little bit different because not only do I have the Razer Seiren Elite, but I also have the Razer Seiren Emote, which is a little less looked at. The Razer Seiren Emote is basically a much more expensive version of the Razer Seiren X, where you can waste an extra $80 by buying a slightly better microphone with a emoji screen at the back of it. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, but if it's going to cost just $20 less than the most expensive Razer Seiren Elite, then it better produce some pretty good sounds. One microphone that I really wanted to include in this video was the original Razer Seiren Pro Elite XLR, but unfortunately I cannot find any places that still sells it. Last but not least, I did not buy the $50 Razer Seiren Mini microphone because at that point you're basically just buying a webcam quality microphone. If you really want to spend $50 on a microphone, just buy a used or refurbished Razer Seiren X. You'll get much better quality. But then I realized something. I actually do have Razer's own official webcam called the Razer Keo. So in this video, I am going to be using the Razer Keo to replace the Razer Seiren Mini for this comparison video. So okay, on the left here we have the flagship Razer webcam. It goes at $99, and on first look, it's pretty decent. It's pretty heavy for something that's made out of entirely plastic and rubber. On the top right here we have a light dial, which I'm not going to get into, but in the middle right here we have the $179 Razer Seiren Emote, and yeah, for that price I'm definitely looking for more than just a screen on the back. But yeah, on the right here we have the $199 Razer Seiren Elite, and on first glance, it's not. No, it's pretty. It's really good. Like, it looks big, but it's also very simplistic. And it's made entirely out of metal, so you know it's a very dense and heavy microphone. Unlike this microphone in the middle, the Seiren Emote, like it's made out of mostly plastic, and you can feel the cheap plastic. Another thing I should probably mention is that both the Seiren Emote and the Seiren Elite comes with their own accessories. So in the case of the Seiren Emote, unlike the Seiren X, it has a longer neck piece that you can attach so that your microphone is a little bit taller. So right here, right now, I am basically trying to unscrew the Seiren Emote with one hand, which is really difficult, but luckily with the power of jumps and cuts in video editing, I'm finally here and I'm able to plug in the longer neck or whatever you call this neck piece. I gotta make sure I screw it in the right way, which is clockwise. And then we are going to screw in the top. And basically now you can see the Seiren Emote is actually quite a bit taller than the Seiren X. And when it's actually sturdy, you can basically bend it in whatever direction you want. So in this case, I could bend it forward if I don't want to lean into the microphone. And that's the same thing for the bottom of the neck piece. You know, you could bend it all 360 degrees. And in the case of Seiren Elite, it comes with not really a neck piece, but more of a cover. I'm guessing this is to protect the microphone since the Seiren Elite is quite expensive and it's probably easy to break. But yeah, last but not least, let's talk about the build quality because, like I said, the Razer Kiyo is pretty good for a $99 webcam. Like the build quality is great. The microphone is right here under the main camera. As for the Seiren Emote and the Seiren Elite right here on the right hand side, you can see the base is all metal and the bottom neck piece is all metal. So the build quality there is pretty good. But then for the Seiren Emote, if we go up a little bit, everything else feels like pretty cheap plastic. And as for the Seiren Elite, everything else is metal. So it is at this point of the video I decide to bang both of these microphones on the table to prove that their quality is different. I mean, I could have just told you guys. I don't know why I did that. I probably broke one of these microphones. But yeah, like I said, the build quality for the Seiren Emote really doesn't feel that great. But the Seiren Elite, it looks simplistic. It's a big microphone, but it also looks simplistic and it feels really really dense and yeah, it definitely feels like a much better build quality, which is kind of sad because they're both almost $200. So yeah, it is at this point of the video where I actually want to get more into testing the actual audio quality of these microphones. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to have them side by side and I'm going to talk into all three of them normally and see if there's any difference in audio quality, voice quality, and background noise. So yeah, see ya. I am now speaking into the Razer Kiyo microphone, which costed me $99. I am currently directly speaking into the microphone from a distance of approximately half a feet. I am now going to turn the microphone 180 degrees away from my mouth. I am now having the microphone face directly away from me. I am not sure if you guys can hear anything. I am now speaking away from the microphone at a distance of approximately 1.5 feet. This is me now speaking directly into the $179 Razer Seiren Emote. I am currently talking into the microphone from a distance of approximately half a feet. I am now going to turn the microphone 180 degrees away from me and speak into the back of the microphone. I am now speaking towards the back of the Razer Seiren Emote. I think the audio quality should be a lot worse since the microphone isn't supposed to be good at picking up sound behind it. I am now speaking from a distance of approximately 1.5 feet away from the Razer Seiren Emote. I am now going to be adjusting this dial to see if it affects my voice in any different way. Now we are at the lowest setting. I'm not sure if it changed anything with my voice. This is the mute button. As you guys can see, it is pretty effective. I am now talking into the $199 Razer Seiren Elite. Unlike Razer's other microphones, this microphone actually works best if you speak directly on top of the microphone. So this is me speaking into the top of the Razer Seiren Elite from a distance of approximately half a feet. I am now going to be speaking into the front of the microphone, and I'm not sure if that makes much of a difference. Now I am going to turn the microphone slowly 180 degrees away from me and speak towards the back of the microphone. Theoretically, this microphone should be really good at canceling out noise coming from the back of the microphone. Now I am going to turn my microphone back. Now I am speaking into the top of the microphone again, but this time from a distance of approximately 1.5 feet. As you guys can see, the Razer Seiren Elite also has dials up on the front, but unlike the Razer Seiren Emote, the Razer Seiren Elite has two different dials. One is for gain and one is for volume. Now, honestly, I have no idea what it means, so I'm just going to test what each of these does. Right now, both of the dials are at max, and I'm going to just slowly tune. I'm slowly turning it until it hits the bottom, and now I'm going to turn it back up. Okay, so I'm not sure if there is any difference, but other than that, there's also this light indicator where if you tap it, if you talk into it too loud, it turns red. The Razer Seiren Elite also has this mute button. Next up in this video, let's get a little bit more creative, okay? Let's see how well these microphones are at eliminating background noise. So, do you guys remember this? Oh yes, a couple years ago I made a video on this typewriter. It's called the Quirky Writer Typewriter Keyboard, and it's super loud. Okay, so as we all can hear, the Razer Kyo and the Razer Seiren Emote are both terrible at canceling out background sounds, but the Razer Seiren Elite is great at doing it. So another thing that I should probably mention is that the Razer Kyo actually doesn't pick up audio that loud. So it might sound quieter than the Seiren Emote, but in reality, it's probably a lot worse if you make the volume the same. The next thing I want to do is to test how well Razer's microphone could capture song audio. So in this case, I am going to be playing a no copyright music so that I don't get copyright striked. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to play the original sample of the audio. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use Razer's official speaker. So in this case, we are using the Razer Leviathan Mini, which costed me like $200 something because they're super rare now. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this speaker and point it directly towards the microphones and see how well each and every single one of these microphones are at retaining the original sound of the music. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, guys, so after hearing it all back, whatever you guys do, please never ever use Razer products to record your songs because I'm pretty sure that just made my ears bleed just listening to it back. But yeah, capturing voice is a good check mark, but capturing songs is a no no. Okay, so now that we are actually done with testing Razer's microphones, I'm going to give you guys some of my final thoughts, okay, on whether or not I recommend any of these. So here's the thing. I am a Mac user, and the biggest problem I have with Razer microphones is their compatibility. You see, Razer advertise all their microphones as plug and play, but in reality, it's actually a mess. For example, the knob dial in the front of the Razer Seiren Emote actually doesn't do anything. If you want to adjust the volume of the Razer Seiren Emote, you actually have to download two apps, the Razer Synapse 3 and the Razer Streamer Companion app. But because Razer advertises it as a plug-and-play microphone, it misleads a lot of people into buying it, especially for those who actually think it's compatible for Mac, but it isn't. Another thing is that if you actually want to use Razer Seiren Emote's emoji thing, it wouldn't actually work on a Mac. You would need a Windows computer for it to work because, like I said earlier, it requires both Razer Synapse 3 and Razer Streamer Companion app, which isn't compatible for Mac. Razer never on their website stated anything about compatibility. They said that it's plug and play, so it should be compatible with all devices, which is basically very misleading for buyers because if you think about it, the only reason that you would choose to buy a Razer Seiren Emote over a Razer Seiren X, which by the way is $80 cheaper, is for that emoji screen. And if it doesn't work, and the only reason you're advertising it as working for all devices is just because of the microphone function, then it's kind of in a way a scam. Other than the Razer Seiren Emote, the Razer Seiren Elite also has quite a few compatibility problems. For example, right now I am doing all of the voiceovers and testings on Windows in bootcamp mode. This is because if you plug the Razer Seiren Elite into a Mac, then after about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and there's this very fuzzy sound in the background. Here's an example of what it sounds like when you plug the Razer Seiren Elite into your Mac for more than 30 seconds. Okay, so here's an example of what it's like to plug the Razer Seiren Elite into a MacBook. Now keep in mind, I've tested this on multiple different Macs. I've tested it on my Mac Mini, iMac, and MacBook, and all of them are giving me the same results after around 30 seconds to 1 minute. Keep in mind, I've also tested this on the newest and some of the older versions, and they're all giving me the same fuzzy sounds. Another big problem is Razer's terrible customer support service. I've reached out to Razer so many times about these microphone problems, but like always, they would just send back a very robotic message. And once I finally get in contact with a real Razer employee, they don't even seem to realize that their products exist. And they themselves even seem confused on how their products work. And yeah, good luck getting refunds from Razer. They don't give a damn. So at this point, I decided to make the most out of it. I already have a pre-installed version of Windows 7 on my boot camp, and I decided to try and run the microphone through them. While the Razer Seiren Elite did sound a little bit better, even though everything sounds super muffled, here's an example of it.
This is a test of what it sounds like to plug the Razer Seiren Elite into a Windows 7 computer.
It at least eliminated the crackling and fuzzy noise in the background. Now the problem is still Razer Seiren Emote because none of these applications are actually compatible with Windows 7. I mean, on their website they say it's compatible, but they're clearly not. You see, when I first tried to run them, they asked me to install a bunch of weird stuff and plugins, which I did, and after that, when I tried to launch the installer, the whole thing just crashes. So yeah, it doesn't work. In the end, I was finally able to find a bypass to open the installers, only for it to crash at 99% for an unknown error. As a matter of fact, if you search the error online, there isn't any search results for it. So then I got super desperate and decided to wipe out my entire Windows 7 partition and install a fresh new copy of Windows 10. So how did it work out? Well, you are now hearing me speak into the Razer Seiren Elite through Windows 10, so we at least know that works. But the biggest problem is still the Razer Seiren emote because I just cannot get any of these installers to launch. Finally, after about half an hour of force installing all of these frameworks and certificates and updating everything on my Windows 10 to the latest version, I was finally able to finish installing these required Razer applications. So now finally I can showcase to you guys the cool emoji functions of the Razer Seiren emote. Oh, it's good now. So yeah, this is there we go. Now you can see it clearly. It looks like this, and we are on Windows. Okay, so let's open up Streamer Companion app. All right. So then what we can do is we can test out emotes, and this is fireworks. Looks really cool. Now there's a bunch of emotes. There's let's see. So this is default. We could change it to salt to represent salty. There's heart. There is sleeping. Crap. There's effing chat. There is, oh, there's a lot as you can see. If only I could get this working. Oh yeah. So if we go all the way up here, there's GG. And there is let's go. Just pretty cool. Change emote. Glasses. Huh, that's funny. What else? We have cry. Lol. This is the one that I had for default. Okay, which is this one. Okay, so this one looks cool. This one's crown, rainbow crown. Okay, here are the cool ones. There's umbrella, which I really like the color. It's purple and it's kind of gray on here, but it's shown as white on here. There's fire. There is lightning. Cactus. Okay. Change emote. There's rain. This one looks really good. I really like the blue. We already looked at fireworks. This one's pretty cool. So yeah, these are basically all of the good ones. Triggered. Sparkles. Sweat bubble. I think I already shown this one. Yep. What else are there? That. Kaching. And there's like, oh, this one looks really good. Eggplant. I really like the purple. And have some bear. Yeah, these all looks pretty cool. Diamond. yeah, there's like over 100 for you to choose from, and you can make your own. Like, I can close this, and I could go, like, I could set it up for each one, and there's editor where you can make your own. You can add different frames and color them. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make anything, so I'm just not gonna do it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye bye. I forgot to do a part where I actually test out the high pass filter function on the Razer Seiren Elite, so I'm gonna do it now. It's off right now. Now it's on. Is there a difference? No, there isn't. It's off again. No difference. It's on now. So like I said earlier in the video where I put high pass filters off because it doesn't matter, because it really doesn't matter. The high pass filter on Razer products really isn't that good. And if you want good noise canceling, just buy a different product. But yeah, hopefully I cover some disclaimers. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.